Welcome, my friends, to this presentation that I've entitled The Sun Follows the Path of a Vortex. Well, now that we have rejected this silly idea of a world shaped like a globe, if the gravity really exists, what guarantees us that we're not upside down? It's a kind of silly idea, isn't it? Well, let me show you how I think our Creator made this world. I think we live in a dimension of ice. Let's say if we can remove a layer of ice right here, and we can just figure out where the sun don't shine, everything freezes. Now we see that our creation is got like a dome over it, where all these stars are contained. Now, I used to follow this idea that, the sun will just go around and around the disk. But I like this model. It shows us how the end of the circle of the earth, how the mountains of ice contain the waters, and it shows us the path of the sun. But I'm not satisfied with that path. But anyways, let's see what is inside or under the earth. There should be waters. There's the basis of the earth, and then we have like a vortex going through inside the north of the circle of the earth. Now, isn't that wonderful? See, once you know that we live in a electromagnetic dimension, then we can understand that a vortex goes through the north of the earth, the flat earth. Now, if we take the auxiliary sphere and try to, follow all the paths of the stars and the sun, it just really doesn't make no sense. You can try to work it any way you want. It used to work better when they had the auxiliary sphere with the flat earth. Now that would make more sense. But like the globe, even if you turn it upside down, it doesn't make no sense. So we have to reject this idea also. Now, this is the model I just love and I'll keep. And now we can see right there the dome, the glass dome over the earth, and we can also see the waters underneath the flat earth. Let's see. Let's think of the vortex, because there's an energy that we cannot see, and it's prefigured with this wiring that I've fixed around and over the earth. That will that was supposed to be inside the dome, not outside. But I cannot do it because this is a two-dimensional, and you have to see it like a three-dimensional form. So now, if we can just imagine, like the Bible says, that the earth hangs over nothing. Actually, why? Because there's an electromagnetic force that is holding our dimension in place. It's not flying in outer space, but it's just actually floating on nothing, on energy, electromagnetic energy. So now we can see our flat earth dimension right there with the ices of mountains of ice, and that's the limit that God created for the waters. But underneath there's bases. It's got bases. God created this earth with bases that holds our flat earth in place. But what holds the bases? We can't say they're standing on anything. They're just floating on electromagnetic energy. And now this should show you the oceans, the deeps or the depths of the ocean, and how the vortex goes in through there. So you can now understand that, how the volcanoes erupt and bring out fire and, molten lava, because of this energy that goes in through the vortex in the middle of the earth, which is the north on a flat earth model. And then we can see that from the north goes to the east, just as the Bible says. Now, isn't that wonderful, my friends, to just understand, or actually be, amazed with the creation of God. Now, this will be a physical plane. I'm showing you a physical plane, but the vortex, you have to imagine it on a, say, invisible way, if I can say that, But now we can see the dome. Then how is our dome holding on top of us? By this electromagnetic force. And we can even read it on the book of Enoch. It just shows you how the sun works and everything that we're talking about here. Now let's see. Let's try it on this model. Let's see the vortex. And like, I'm just theorizing that, as you can see on the flat earth model, this vortex should be a little smaller, but I cannot make it a little smaller because I just don't have the tools for it. But now you can see the black dots representing the sun, which comes out of the north, which is the inside of the vortex or around the vortex, and going out to the east, where it comes out, and it follows the path of the vortex and goes inside again through the vortex to come out on the on the next window or portal, just like the book of Enoch says. Now, isn't that a beauty? Isn't that a beauty? Now, to understand how our flat earth dimension works and how God is just making it, be alive, because this doesn't just go like that. It expands. That vortex is not just static, but it expands during the day. It expands up. That's why we see the sun that going up, and then going through the day. At the evening, it goes into the vortex again to come out the next day. And it's just a wonderful thing to understand, to be aware of this miracle that God is doing every minute, every day, just holding this plane for us, to be able to understand that God has love for us, that He loves us, that He created this dimension just for us to enjoy, to be happy in it. We don't have to feel like the elite, trapped in this dimension. No. But on the contrary, we have to be grateful for this creation that God has made for us. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And I ask of my friends in YouTube, that believe in the flat earth model, to help me better this idea. And I know that all of you guys will even do better than myself. So I thank you, all my friends. I thank you, and I hope to see you again very soon. God bless. Bye-bye.